Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right? Eating what the doctors say is healthy, staying active, avoiding junk. Yet somehow your memory's slipping, your joints ache more, your energy fades faster than it used to. What if I told you? The healthy fish on your plate might be quietly working against you. I've seen it too many times. A 67-year-old woman who walked every morning and ate fish twice a week ended up in the ER with chest pain and foggy memory. A retired veteran in his 70s who prided himself on clean eating only to learn his favorite tuna sandwich had slowly built up mercury in his system, stealing his focus, his balance, his independence. This isn't fear-mongering, it's the uncomfortable truth that no one tells seniors not all fish are safe after 60. Some are loaded with toxins, hidden inflammation triggers, and dangerous metals that silently harm your brain, heart, and immune system. But there's good news. Recent studies reveal that certain fish, when chosen wisely, can slow aging, protect your brain from decline, and keep your heart strong well into your 80s. The difference isn't subtle. It's life-changing. In this video, I'll walk you through 4 of the worst fish you should avoid completely and 4 of the best that you should eat regularly to feel stronger, sharper, and more alive. Watch until the very end because I'll reveal one overlooked fish that could transform your health in just weeks. This one change could be the best decision you've made for your future. Most people think fish is always a healthy choice, that it's the safe zone on the dinner plate. But for seniors, the truth is far more complicated and dangerous. After 60, your body changes in ways most nutrition labels can't warn you about. Your liver detoxes slower, your kidneys filter waste less efficiently, your nervous system becomes more sensitive to toxins, and your immune defenses aren't what they used to be. So when you eat fish that contains even trace amounts of mercury dioxins or antibiotic residue, it doesn't just pass through. It builds up, week after week, meal after meal, until one day you're more forgetful, more inflamed, more exhausted, and you don't know why. Even worse, most of the bad fish are the ones marketed as clean, cheap, and heart healthy. Farmed tilapia, canned tuna, imported catfish. These are loaded with omega-6 fats that fan the flames of joint pain, unstable blood pressure, and memory fog. Meanwhile, the right fish, the ones proven to support cognitive function, reduce inflammation, and protect aging hearts, are often overlooked, misunderstood, or eaten too little too late. That's why what I'm about to show you matters so much. Because when you know the truth, you're no longer guessing, you're choosing. You're protecting your body, your independence, your clarity on purpose. And it all starts with knowing which fish to avoid first. Before we dive into the healing fish, we need to clear the table of danger first. Because the truth is, you can't build health on top of poison. So let me walk you through the 4 worst fish that seniors over 60 should never touch. Each one seems harmless, until you uncover what it's really doing to your body. By the end, you may never look at your seafood aisle the same way again. Let's start with the one that tricks millions with its low price. Worst fish number 4. Imported catfish. The budget killer. I used to think catfish was a safe, affordable choice. Easy to cook, mild in flavor, always on sale at the market. Then I saw what was really behind that low price, and I haven't touched it since. Most imported catfish, especially from Southeast Asia, are raised in densely packed ponds filled with disease. To keep the fish alive, farmers flood them with antibiotics and chemicals banned in the US. These substances don't disappear. They accumulate in the fish's flesh and then in yours. For seniors with weaker immune systems, that means greater antibiotic resistance and higher risks of kidney damage, neurological problems, even cancer. But that's not all. Imported catfish are often fed corn and soy, a cheap, unnatural diet that skyrockets their omega-6 content. And when omega-6s outweigh omega-3s, inflammation runs wild, arthritis worsens, blood vessels stiffen, your body feels older than it should. Even worse, imported catfish has almost no real nutrition. Low in omega-3s, low in vitamins, low in quality protein. It fills your stomach but does nothing to protect your health. Action step: if you must eat catfish, choose US farmed, government inspected options. Better yet, swap it out entirely for wild-caught cod or trout, safer, cleaner, far more nourishing. Worst fish number 3, tuna, especially albacore and big eye, the silent memory thief. I once had a patient, 71 years old, former school teacher, sharp as a tack. But slowly, she started forgetting simple things. Her daughter thought it was early dementia, until we looked at her diet. She was eating tuna 3-4 times a week. Thought it was healthy. It wasn't. Tuna, especially albacore or big eye, is a large predator fish. It sits high on the ocean's food chain, and that means it absorbs more mercury than almost any other fish. Over time, mercury builds up in your brain and nervous system, and for seniors, the damage can look exactly like aging. Confusion, mood swings, shaky hands, brain fog, heart rhythm issues. Even canned tuna, especially albacore, can quietly push you over the safety limit, and most people don't even know it. Action step. If you love tuna, limit it to light tuna, only usually skipjack no more than 1 to 2 times per month, and balance it out with fish like sardines or trout, which are low in mercury and high in brain-boosting nutrients. Worst fish, number 2, king mackerel, the heavy metal heartbreaker. I'll never forget one man, 73 years old, retired engineer, loved grilled mackerel, ate it every weekend at his favorite diner. He thought he was doing something good for his heart, until the stroke. When we ran the labs, his mercury levels were through the roof. That's when I realized he'd been eating king mackerel, one of the most mercury-loaded fish on Earth. King mackerel is a long-living predator fish. That means it has years, sometimes decades, to absorb mercury and heavy metals from the ocean, and that mercury doesn't go away when you cook it. For seniors whose brains and blood vessels are already more fragile, mercury is a ticking time bomb. It quietly attacks your memory, balance, mood, and heart function. Even scarier, many restaurants and grocery stores just label it mackerel. Unless you ask specifically, you could be eating king mackerel without knowing. And while one meal may not hurt you, the real danger is repetition. A little mercury here, a little more next week, and your body never clears it fast enough. Action step: avoid king mackerel entirely. If you enjoy mackerel, choose Atlantic mackerel or Spanish mackerel. They're smaller, live shorter lives, and have far less mercury. Always ask before ordering or buying. Worst fish number 1, farmed tilapia, the inflammation machine. This one hits hard because it's so common. You walk into any grocery store or buffet and there it is, tilapia. Cheap, boneless, easy to cook. It's even labeled heart healthy. But behind the label is a truth that shocked even me. Farmed tilapia is often raised in crowded, filthy ponds where disease runs rampant. To keep the fish alive, producers pump them full of antibiotics, pesticides, and even antifungal chemicals. Those chemicals end up in the fish and then in you. Worse yet, tilapia are fed a diet of corn, soy, and sometimes even chicken waste. Yes, chicken poop. This unnatural feed turns tilapia into one of the most inflammatory foods you can eat. Some studies found that eating tilapia can raise inflammation in your body more than eating bacon or burgers. Think about that, bacon might actually be safer. For seniors already dealing with arthritis, high blood pressure, or autoimmune issues, farmed tilapia is like gasoline on a fire. Action step: cut farmed tilapia out completely. Instead, choose wild-caught trout, cod, or sardines, cleaner, safer, and actually healing. If you're on a budget, canned sardines offer far better nutrition for the same price. The 4 best fish seniors should eat regularly. Before we go on, let me be clear, not all fish are villains. In fact, the right fish can act like daily medicine, calming inflammation, strengthening your heart, protecting your brain, and even helping you feel younger from the inside out. So let me introduce the 4 best fish that every senior should eat at least once or twice a week. Best fish, Jumeirah 4, wild-caught Pacific cod, the quiet muscle protector. Cod doesn't look flashy. It's white mild, not exactly Instagram-worthy. But for people over 60, cod is a nutritional powerhouse hiding in plain sight. A single serving of wild Pacific cod delivers nearly 40 grams of clean protein but barely any fat. That's critical because as we age, we naturally lose muscle, a condition called sarcopenia. And once you start losing muscle, everything gets harder: walking, balancing, recovering from illness. Cod also packs a powerful dose of selenium, a mineral that acts like antioxidant armor for your cells. It protects against oxidative stress, supports thyroid function, and helps your immune system stand strong even when your body feels tired. Plus, wild Pacific cod comes from the cold, clean waters of Alaska, where it's sustainably caught and low in mercury. That means you get all the benefits without the baggage of toxins or contaminants. Action step: add cod to your diet 1-2 times per week. Bake it gently with olive oil and lemon or steam it with herbs. It's easy on digestion and perfect for delicate appetites. Best fish number 3, sardines, the tiny brain defender. If I had to pick one superfood that's completely underrated, it's sardines. I know they don't look exciting. Canned, small, kinda bony. But those tiny bones, That's where the calcium and phosphorus live, essential for preventing fractures and maintaining bone density in seniors. Sardines are loaded with omega-3s, especially EPA and DHA, the kind your brain needs to stay sharp. These fatty acids reduce inflammation, improve blood flow, and protect your arteries, reducing your risk of stroke, heart disease, and memory loss. They're also one of the cleanest fish on the planet because they feed on plankton, and not other fish. Sardines have virtually zero mercury. That means you can eat them regularly without worry. And the best part, they're cheap, shelf-stable, ready to eat, no cooking required. Action step: eat sardines 2 to 3 times per week. Choose canned in olive oil, not soybean or vegetable oil. Mix with avocado, serve on whole grain toast, or toss into pasta. Your heart and brain will thank you. Best fish number 2, wild Alaskan salmon, the heart and brain hero. If there's one fish that deserves its reputation, it's wild-caught Alaskan salmon. Not farmed, not from a mystery location, wild, Alaskan. Every bite of this fish is loaded with omega-3s, the kind that literally rebuild your brain and arteries. These fats reduce inflammation, lower triglycerides, protect your heart, and have been shown in studies to slow cognitive decline in aging adults. And then there's astaxanthin, the antioxidant that gives wild salmon its deep orange-pink color. Think of astaxanthin as cellular sunscreen. It shields your skin, eyes, and even brain cells from oxidative damage. It's been linked to better memory, improved skin elasticity, and reduced fatigue. One patient of mine in his late 60s started eating salmon just twice a week. Within a month, his morning stiffness was down, his blood pressure improved, and most surprising, his wife said he's just more clear-headed. Action step: add wild Alaskan salmon to your meals 1 to 2 times per week. Grill or bake it at medium heat with olive oil, lemon, or dill. Avoid heavily smoked or overly processed versions. Look for labels that say wild, not Atlantic, which is usually farmed. Best fish number 1, rainbow trout, the all-in-one healer. Salmon gets all the attention, but if you're over 60, rainbow trout might quietly be the most complete senior-friendly fish you can eat. It's rich in omega-3s like salmon. It's packed with B vitamins for nerve health. It delivers potassium to naturally lower blood pressure. It provides iron to fight off fatigue, and zinc to support your immune system. What really sets trout apart is its safety and purity. Most rainbow trout sold in the US is farmed under strict regulations in clean fresh water, not crowded cages full of antibiotics like tilapia. The taste mild, delicate, easy to digest, perfect for aging digestion. Action step: eat rainbow trout once or twice a week. Bake it with herbs, lemon, and a drizzle of olive oil. Pair it with roasted veggies or brown rice for a balanced healing meal. Now that you know the good and the bad, here's the question that matters most. How do you actually make this work in real life? You don't need to memorize charts. You don't need a degree in nutrition. You just need a simple, repeatable way to turn fish into medicine for your brain, heart, and joints without giving up joy at the table. Let me walk you through a full day. A sample meal plan that I've used with dozens of patients in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s with real results. This isn't about cutting everything out. It's about making smart swaps one plate at a time. Breakfast brain boost in 5 minutes. Meal whole grain toast with mashed sardines, avocado, and a squeeze of lemon. Why it matters. This gives you high-quality protein, omega-3s, calcium, and vitamin D all before 9 a.m. Bonus: add a handful of berries or walnuts for antioxidants and memory support. One woman told me her morning finger stiffness dropped by half after just 2 weeks of adding sardines to breakfast twice a week. Lunch: heart-strong main meal. Meal: baked wild salmon or cod with steamed broccoli, sweet potatoes, and a drizzle of olive oil. Why it matters: protein for muscle, omega-3s for arteries, fiber for blood sugar, selenium and B vitamins for energy. Bonus: sprinkle with turmeric or ginger for an extra anti-inflammatory boost. For seniors worried about heart health, this is a golden combo: delicious, anti-inflammatory, and deeply nourishing. Snack: simple, savory, and smart. Meal: canned sardines or trout on whole grain crackers with cucumber slices. Why it matters: easy to prepare, travel friendly, delivers consistent omega-3s without raising blood sugar. Tip: choose sardines in olive oil and look for BPA-free cans. Dinner: light, clean, healing. Meal: steamed rainbow trout with quinoa and sautéed spinach. Why it matters: light on digestion, packed with potassium, magnesium, iron, and omega-3s, perfect for recovery and restful sleep. Bonus drink chamomile tea afterward to soothe the nervous system. The philosophy behind the plan. Choose small cold water fish as staple sardines, trout, cod. Eat wild instead of farmed whenever possible. Cook gently, steam bake, grill. Avoid frying or high heat searing. Pair fish with greens, good fats, olive oil, avocado, and anti-inflammatory spices. This isn't just a menu, it's a blueprint for aging with clarity, strength, and calm energy. Even if you only apply one meal a day, it's enough to feel a shift. Let me ask you something personal. When you wake up in the morning, do you want to feel clear-headed, steady on your feet, strong enough to carry your own groceries, and sharp enough to remember your favorite stories? Or will you let one wrong fish eaten week after week quietly chip away at that freedom? Because the truth is this: what you put on your plate today becomes your ability to live independently tomorrow. I've seen it time and again, seniors who made one small change, who swapped toxic fish for healing ones, and within weeks felt less stiffness, sharper memory, calmer moods, and better sleep. You don't have to overhaul everything. You don't need a chef or a health coach. You just need to start. Start by cutting out one harmful fish. Start by adding one healing fish. Start by making one smart meal. Then do it again tomorrow. You're never too old to feel younger. If you found value in this video, hit that like button so others can find it too. Subscribe for more science-backed tips. And please share this with someone you care about who may be eating the wrong fish without knowing it. And now I'd love to hear from you. What fish do you eat most often? Will you make a change after today? Leave a comment below. I read and reply to as many as I can. Remember, it only takes 5 minutes a day, one smart plate at a time to feed your strength, protect your brain, and age on your terms. Here's to making powerful choices and living stronger longer.